This week, we're taking you downtown to Highland Square for a glimpse of a little record store called Square Records.
Well, a little about the store, I guess, is that we opened in 2003. Sell CDs and records these days, mostly records. It used to be kind of like 50-50, but at this point we sell probably like 80% records. The majority of our stock is in vinyl. A little bit of magazines and books and stuff too. Also have an art gallery in the back that we change out every month with local artists. Basically, I've been collecting records for about 20 years. Gone to a lot of record shops over that time in a lot of different cities. So we used to live in Colorado and we lived in Washington, D.C., so we'd gone to a lot of different shops all over the place. So we always kind of got like really good ideas from just going to those stores and like remembering what we liked about those spots. And then we lived in Cleveland for a few years on the west side and became friends with a guy named Charles who runs a shop called My Mind's Eye in Lakewood, and he helped us out a lot as far as getting us going, giving us a lot of tips on how to get a store off the ground, and his shop was a big inspiration in what we do too. So it's just like a little mishmash of all of our favorite stores put together.
Not only does Square Records have a variety of things for music lovers, but they also give you the chance to sell records that you may have just laying around.
There's a surprisingly amount of really good conditioned records out there, and we buy mostly stuff from, I would say, like the mid-'60s on up to modern day. We kind of focus on rock and roll, jazz, blues, R&B, punk rock, psychedelic, hip-hop, stuff like that. That's mostly what we look for. For the most part, those are the genres we have out in the store. We do get some really cool used records in, and they go pretty fast too. I just recently bought a collection of really nice, like mid-'60s psychedelic records, and I've been putting a lot of those out. This is a collection I bought, and it was just like 3 or 4 blocks away from here. Bought off a guy that had been collecting for the last 50 years, and he had a lot of like just completely perfect condition 60s really rare records, so I've been having fun just going through those, putting those out. People have been really getting into those. I have a lot of like old punk rock records, like 70s, early 80s punk rock and hardcore records myself, a lot of psychedelic records. I also collect 60s and 70s R&B and funk records, so those are kind of like my 3 main genres that I get into. So I got it. Definitely padded my collection over the years from doing this too, but a lot of good stuff still goes out to the floor.
The record store isn't just for music lovers though. Square Records also has a small art gallery located in the back of the store for those who appreciate the artsier side of things.
Basically, if someone's interested in doing a show here, they can just come see me or send me an email and show me some samples of their work, and we'll kind of take a look at it and see if it fits in with what we do here. It's a pretty small gallery, it's only like 3.5 walls, but we always have a pretty good turnout for openings, and we've had some pretty interesting work in there over the years. 90% of the time it's local Akron artists. A lot of times it's students from Akron U that are doing a show or like their final show or something like that for school. We just try and change it out every month.
So if you're ever in Highland Square, swing by Square Records. You never know what you might find.